The only thing that the Royal Rumble of 2016 gets right is that every single title is going to be on the line. That's pretty much it, in my opinion. The reason being is because there is absolutely no way that the Royal Rumble, the Royal Rumble match itself should be the way it is. I mean, let's face it, people. Oh, okay. Now look, the Royal Rumble match every year is this way for a certain variety of reasons. But this year is just so messed up. So messed up. You have Roman Reigns himself defending the WWE Championship in the Royal Rumble match. And with that leaves, okay, maybe 5 possibilities of who's going to win it. Pretty much. You can't have anyone surprising that's going to come out somewhere and that's just instantly going to take the Royal Rumble match and win it. But more on that later. So you finally have a Divas Championship match between 2 former friends. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So, all right, Ric Flair in the corner of Charlotte. That's pretty much what's going to make the difference here. I just don't see Charlotte losing. Just by that alone. That's it. That's just my prediction on that. Charlotte retains, and that's it. There's nothing. There's nowhere that the Divas Revolution is going, except with Charlotte retaining this. If Charlotte does lose, it opens up the door. But I just don't see it happening, courtesy of Ric Flair being in the corner of Charlotte. That's just it. You have the Tag Team Championship on the line. And in my opinion, it shouldn't even be the Usos getting the shot. The Usos, I mean, okay, look. They should have been hyping and building up more tag teams, but they haven't been, especially as faces. You have the heels. The heel tag team is basically a lock of the New Day. So if the Usos win, there's no other place that the tag teams can go unless it goes to the Wyatt family. Which I seriously doubt that WWE will pull that trigger unless, more on that in a bit. Intercontinental Championship Last Man Standing match. This really fucks up the Royal Rumble prediction itself. Because there's no way that either of these two are going to be in this last standing match and then go out and win the Royal Rumble later. So Kevin Owens winning the Rumble is out. Dean Ambrose winning the Rumble is out. No matter who has the Intercontinental Championship is going to be out anyway, but I just don't see either of them taking an ass whooping and then just going out and winning the Royal Rumble. I just don't see that happening. You have Kalisto, which is, oh God, I just can't believe that they just did him wrong and the U.S. Championship wrong. As much as people may hate John Cena, the U.S. Championship title challenge every week that he was having was at least making the championship mean something again when he had all these random challengers. But then, as soon as he coughs up the title Alberto Del Rio, the title takes a shit. Huh, surprise, surprise. Kalisto gets his chance to get the U.S. Championship back. I just don't see them handing it to him. I just don't. The way they treated his title reign last time was just a whole bunch of filled up garbage. But yeah, that match is on the card. And that's going to be people are going to be a lot of people already hate Del Rio, even though he's good in the ring. But a lot of people are not looking forward to the match. They're just not. League of Nations is either going to interfere or next thing you know, Kalisto is going to go down clean. But whoever wins this match is going to be out of winning the Royal Rumble. It's just that simple. So now you get to the Royal Rumble match itself. And that's going to be, first of all, they have a kickoff show with a 4-on-4 tag team match, and whoever wins, those 4 participants are going to be in the Royal Rumble, and the faces are going to win it, just because the Ascension is on the other team. The Ascension has just gone to shit ever since they've been called up to the main roster, along with Tyler Breeze. Yes, we know the story with him right now. Vince McMahon basically killed his push, but look, I just don't see, nope. The Ascension's not going to be in a Royal Rumble, people. They're just going to take the day off as usual, and they didn't even have a chance to win it anyway. So, back to the Royal Rumble match. Certain people are out. Tag teams are out. Big faces? Please. There's hardly any of them. As far as a big face winning the match, I just don't see that happening. A heel has to win this Rumble and go to WrestleMania. So that only leaves a certain amount of people. A handful of people. But let's talk about who's out. Tag teams. Out. The Usos. The fucking New Day. Lucha Dragons, even though Sin Cara is still injured. Yep, they're out. Even if the Ascension was going to take place in Rumble, they're out. Millions of dollars. Those guys are out. Yes, the primetime players, gone, out. And they don't fit the Authority storyline or as a major threat as champion. They just don't, the pieces don't fit. Randy Orton's still gone. John Cena's injured. Daniel Bryan is still out. Seth Rollins, gone. This is a very, very thin roster here, which leaves, okay, mid-carders. They're not going to give it to Dolph Ziggler. They're just not. Unless he sells out. But I don't see that happening. No, not going to happen. Mr. McMahon could have dropped a big hint, but I still don't see that shit happening. I just don't. Dolph Ziggler, gone. Dean Ambrose, gone. Kevin Owens, I don't, like I say, even if he loses the Intercontinental, nope, I don't see that happening either. I don't see the Authority picking him, and I don't see him surviving long enough to be in a Royal Rumble and win it. I just don't see that happening. So that leaves Sheamus, Roman Reigns himself, which I really just, okay, he's number one in the Rumble, and he's going to be there to the end, but he's not going to win. In my opinion, he shouldn't fucking win, because that means that they would have to pick an opponent for WrestleMania, and there will only be 2 to 3 people left. I just don't see Roman retaining. He's going to be out. He's going to be like one of the last 3 or maybe the last 2, but he's not going to win it. In my opinion, he's just not going to win it. You have Brock Lesnar in this Royal Rumble. Okay. But it looks like that they set up something else. There's been recent reports that Braun Strowman is going to be facing Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, which a lot of people are taking a shit on that already, and I understand why, because it's like, it's Braun Strowman, he's just big, and he's just, and people are like, okay, they basically take a shit on Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania because Braun Strowman is not really a threat compared to other people like The Undertaker, who a couple of years ago, Brock ended the streak. So what kind of shit would that be if Brock would face a no-name like Braun Strowman? But then again, who else is there for Brock to face? Let's think about that. So either they're going to make Brock champion or someone else is going to be champion. And there are 2 other picks here. Bray Wyatt or Triple H. I've already have a friend of mine saying that if Triple H becomes champion, he's going to cancel WWE Network. I think that's comedy, but I do understand. He hates Triple H. And Triple H shouldn't even be in the Rumble, let alone winning it. And let alone setting Triple H versus Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble for the title. No, that's a lackluster event. Daniel Bryan's still injured, and I don't think he's medically cleared. If he even will show up, it just wouldn't look right him winning the Royal Rumble this year. It just, the pieces just don't fit. So now WWE is in a big ass predicament. Who are they going to choose to win this Royal Rumble? It's either going to be, no one's going to, okay, look, they're not going to make everybody happy and or satisfied. It's not going to happen. So no matter who they choose, people are going to complain about it and bitch. It's just that simple. I just want to be entertained. That's all I really want. Let the roller coaster ride of wrestling take place like it always has. I'm not going to get everything that I want. Oh yeah, I want everybody I want to win. Not going to fucking happen, people. Quit complaining like a fucking 5-year-old. I just want a good Rumble match, and I just want to see where they go. Bray Wyatt is the top heel to win the Royal Rumble besides Triple H. Brock Lesnar is a tweener. He's not really face or heel. He's just there, and people don't want to see him win the Rumble and win the title either, because then who is his opponent going to be? That's going to be believable and it's going to challenge him for the title. Yes, there's still Sheamus that can end up somehow with number 30, but I think that's going to be Triple H. That does it, gets in there. People are going to be like, oh shit, no, and then just immediately start canceling WWE Network if Triple H comes out. But let me know your opinions. Let me know your predictions. Who's going to win the Rumble? Who's going to retain their titles? I would like to know. So yes, drop kicks, body slams, motherfuckers getting thrown over the top rope and both feet hitting the floor. That's this Sunday. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. As you may know, yes, there are even more belts behind me here. Yeah, 23 and counting. Yes, this is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.